Hey everyone, Tony Winston here with the Yamaha MODX. I put up a video very recently and I was bitching about the electric piano sounds, how they tend to kind of explode on, when you cross a certain velocity. And this one's kind of like that too. Here's the original sound. It's called contempo. It's a simple sound, just one slot in the performance thing there. And you see all of a sudden that F, I'm getting louder and louder. And all of a sudden that sound just jumps in. All right, now I think I fixed it. Here's what I did. Okay, so here's, I showed this the other day, but I found a kind of another way to adjust this as well. So in the original, on these various elements, and these are the different samples that kick in as you play harder and harder, there was no crossfade between them. So I put some crossfade in there. Element 1, it looks like I might have adjusted the range of the velocity a little bit too. This is the original 100 to 123. I changed it down to 91 there. This one was 71 to 99. I changed the range of it a little bit. That one I didn't change, and I didn't do any crossfade, but the velocity crossfade is the thing that gets it to be fairly smooth. The drawback, of course, is that you get two elements at once. You may not want that, but you see I put the velocity crossfade up there pretty high. This one's so hard, I hardly ever play that loud anyway, so it hardly ever triggers. And element number 5 is some kind of key noise thing that doesn't really matter much. But here's another way you can adjust this. Go to the filter. And how did I do this? Let's see. I think what I did, I adjusted this FE. This is the filter depth. This is the original here. I don't know what kind of difference it makes. Yeah, here as I play harder, it makes the filter go down. I don't really want that, but I don't want it to go up quite as much as they had it. They have it up there on 57. Where'd I have it? Somewhere around that, I think. I don't know if I changed any of these other ones or not. Here's me playing on the original patch. You see, I got a little too loud on that one note and it popped out. Now here it is again. I'm playing pretty loud there, so I'm not really getting that real pop there. Some of you may like that kind of pop there, so that's okay. When you're playing live, all these sounds, stuff that may not work, when you're listening to it on headphones may sound great when you're playing live, and then vice versa. Something that sounds really great when you're on headphones may not work very well when you're playing live. And I found these electric pianos, when I'm doing a nice song like Shower the People or something like that. And I'm trying to play nice, and play, shape my dynamics a little bit. But then all of a sudden these sounds pop out and it just spoils everything. So I will save this patch, I think, right now. And I'm going to store it as a new performance. And I'm going to call it Contempo T for Tony. And, then when I'm putting together a more complex patch, maybe I want to mix a few electric piano sounds together, I can use this one and know that it's not going to offend my ears. Let me finish that up. I may go back in there and mess around with it a little bit more. The mod wheel gives you that left and right kind of vibrato. And the super knob, the super knob controls the speed of that vibrato. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice patch to mess around with. Contempo, and it has a kind of a cool tone to it. I always like the tone of that one. How realistic is it? I don't know. I haven't played a real Fender Rhodes in a while, but I am going to go over to a studio here in the next week, I guess. And I think while I'm over there, I'll play on a real Rhodes. It's a little beat up, this Rhodes, but we'll do a little comparison and see how the real thing responds. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, of course, and unless you thought the video sucked. If you thought it sucked, give me a thumbs down and unsubscribe immediately. But hopefully you'll appreciate it and subscribe. And I have a Patreon channel, or what do you call it? Patreon account. Anyway, I've got a few patrons on Patreon, and if you want to help me out a little bit and support the channel, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon.